Alright, welcome to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. This just launched today, and it is a huge 150-hour JRPG. Very nice, very nice. If you're unfamiliar with the Xenoblade Chronicles series, it started off on the Wii, kind of got stuck there for a while, and thanks to like a fan project, Operation Rainfall, it was one of 3 games that got pushed and brought back. Thankfully, then they remastered and put it on the Switch. Then we had Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and 3, but it all started back on the PS1 with Xenogears, which was incredible back in the day. You know, it was in the style of Vagrant. Was it? Yeah, Vagrant Story. Beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, it's kind of all based around the same universe. There's one game on in the Wii U that is kind of stuck there. It's Xenoblade Chronicles X, and it's more about space and mech fighting and stuff. And maybe one day we'll get it. We'll see. They said there's a long future ahead, but all these games are kind of like Final Fantasy, contained inside of their own game. Yeah, like a Final Fantasy. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it's like, Amid. They all have connection to each other, but they're all quite different as well. The basic story of the first game is these whole worlds take place on these massive gods that were locked in eternal combat. One known as Bionis and one Mechonis. So like a mech one and a biological one. And people would live on these big things, these big titans. It was kind of cool. It's very like, reminds me a lot of other stuff where, you know, saying like that the world is balanced on 4 giant elephants and a giant tortoise and that. So yeah, this one I think takes place in a parallel universe. That's how they kind of handle it. But yeah, I do want to play the original. And then we had Xenosaga. So the first was Xenogears, then Xenosaga, which for me, I really love those games. They were insane. They were very sci-fi. They had like German names as well. It was really cool. All done by Japanese developers. These were done by a studio called Monolith Soft, and I swear I didn't plan it after playing Fear. That's done by Monolith. This is Monolith Soft. Completely different studio. They just share the same name. And they've been a great studio. They actually have helped out on Breath of the Wild, and were probably a direct influence on Zelda Breath of the Wild getting the Divine Beasts, because the Titans in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 were known also as Divine Beasts. So it's pretty cool. So in this one, you got a whole band of new characters. I don't think any characters really come back. Maybe they do. We'll see. And it's all centered around this thing, obviously called the Xenoblade, which is known as the Monado, but I think it changes over the course of the games. And in this one, it looks like you can combine characters to fight as mechs, which looks cool. We'll see about that anyway. But yeah, so that's kind of sort of a small little backstory. You don't need to know too much. They'll probably teach us whatever's going on in this world anyway. It seems to be a whole brand new world. Combat-wise, it's kind of the closest thing it's like is an MMO. It's kind of funny. You control the characters, you fight, you choose their battle arts and all that, but you're very much kind of running around doing a lot of management with it. It's kind of cool. It's very rewarding, and these massive worlds as well. What they've been able to pull off on the Switch is crazy. This is a game that probably could have been nice on the Switch Pro or whatever it becomes. Yes. I said why not give this a go today. I do want to play the original. It's just the way time goes, I suppose. Yeah, it's been a minute since I got to play something on my Switch. I'm not gonna lie, I think a lot of people can say the same. They have been putting out some awesome games though. I think Kirby was the last thing we played on it though. Alright. I stay clear of JRPGs. I love them. Like, it's something as a kid where you didn't have much money to play games. It was like, okay, I can just save up for this game and then get like 100 hours out of it, you know? So it was insane value as a kid. And they had just wonderful stories, you know? So they've always been near and dear to my heart. Some of the best stories out there. But yeah, as time has gone on and things have come at people faster and faster, and people get over things so fast, and a lot of the newer generation I don't think have the time. So, but luckily we do have some JRPGs and Western RPGs that are usually around the 30-hour mark, which is much nicer. We getting audio? Are we getting audio? Don't think we are. Scheiße. Actually, we're not getting any video capture either. Why did that happen? Alright, hold on. Oh, great. Elgato in the sky, robbing me blind of my fucking wallet and never doing the simplest tasks. Why? Why do you have to be the only thing we have available? Alright, that's much better. So yeah, I love JRPGs, but ever since I kind of started doing YouTube and Twitch, I find it hard to finish them. I'm really bad. I feel so bad about it. Most of the reason is it's time. It's time, right? And because it takes so much time to beat them, you either fully 100% dedicate yourself to them and maybe have a chance of beating them. Then you probably like turn off 90% of your audience that are not into it, you know? That's what I worry about. I just got to get better at it, you know? Time permitted in the future, I'd love to do like RPG nights, you know? Doing 2 games in a stream, to me, is the perfect thing. This is gorgeous. In the original, the definitive edition, you've got the Monado, the Xenoblade, and it's just kind of going from day to night. It's gorgeous. So yeah, it's kind of all set in the same universe, but I don't know if I'd consider it. Like, you can play, even if you want to play this straight away. There it is, Monolith Soft. It's all good. Right, let's see what options we got going on. Camera, okay. Gradient correction. Choose the right gradient correction. Oh yeah, I gotta be careful. Because... oh, look at this. We've actually audio options. Oh, it's so good. Alright, just hit it at 50. Nice. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Nintendo games notoriously do not usually have audio options. Now, I know you're like, hey? That's really what's going on. It's been a pain in my arse for a while because as a streamer, audio balance, I think, is the hardest thing to get right. Picture quality, besides the usual little things you can mess around with, it looks after itself, you know? The Elgato and all that, when it's not playing up. But audio balance is the toughest for me. Cutscene subtitles, yep. So one thing I've noticed about Xenoblade is it really celebrates everything got to do with the British voice acting. Like, all of the English stuff. I think this has Japanese voiceovers as well for the first time. But mainly, it's all, since the first one, it's all been British. You could hear it in the trailer there. I heard Welsh, I heard all sorts of stuff. So yeah, it's kind of cool. But yeah, it boasts massive lands, nice bit of traversal. You bring your whole party with you. A lot of nice little cosmetic differences when you put on your armor and that. Really nice. And the combat seems even better. Like, when I was talking about that it reminded me of an MMO, that was from just playing the first one. So we've come a long way. We've come a long way. I think that's everything right there. Yeah, let's see. Auto target, auto battle. Oh, that's cool if you want to do that. Alright, let's get in to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Nice. You don't usually get different options in JRPGs. So there's lots of unique races in this one. There's this cute little fluffy people. I think they're called pom-poms. And there's like the people with the cat ears. That's their actual race as well. I can't remember what they're called. It's like Grinito or something like that. Ah, they'll tell us. Let's get into it. Oh yeah, there's these kind of angelic people that have like angel wings coming out of their ears as well. They're usually they're kind of like the elves of the series.
Hurry up! The Queen's anniversary is gonna start without us, guys.
The Queen.
Yeah, move your feet. Hop, hop, run like you mean it. Slow down, guys.
Did I mess with the audio too much?
Is it true though?
Maybe.
There's gonna be fireworks.
Yeah, saw them setting it up yesterday. There were loads of them. It'll be worth it, promise.
Who knows? As a cyber and frontline war talking shit. Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah, and then I get blown away. Xenoblade, yeah, hopefully I didn't miss anything there. Going back to Dragon Quest XI, the whole thing about collecting the band again. Yes, dude, yes. It was too much. They dragged out the end. Don't feel bad. So we got Noah here. He's one of the main protagonists. New protagonists. He's got like the long ponytail thing going on. It's like the Queen's Jubilee, huh? Oh god, there's an explosion or something. What? So the thing about the Xenoblade, the Monado, in the first game, it's so strong that one of these giant gods can wield it. But for a human to wield it, it can literally zap them of all life force. But there's always a chosen one. Cool shot. This one seems to specialize in these beautiful flutes that they play. And they made like replicas for the flautists that, you know, recorded the orchestra, the soundtrack, you know, to use it. I thought that was really cool. Just a nice little personal touch. I'm glad that JRPGs are I think they're going through another renaissance right now. Now, see this might be the two worlds colliding. That looks like one of the titans. It's hard to get a sense of scale of them, but like they're like a whole world, you know. Looks like we're starting off in another war. Yeah, what I might do, as much as of a tease as it is, might play a good bit of this today, and then actually start the first one, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how the reception is.
Two colossal martial nations locked in
war. Always war.
Keves and Agnus.
So yeah, if you were looking for something new, this might be up your alley. A mid, maybe. Gwyneth Paltrow. Not as Welsh as the lamp. Aw, poor Drippy.
But what we need most is life itself.
So yeah, I'm not that knowledgeable on the Xenoblade stuff. I was more Xenosaga and Xenogears. But yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles X is stuck on the Wii U. I hope one day, because that's a lot of mechs in it as well, but it's all kind of set in space. These are some crazy ass robots. Jimmy Livingston. That's such a... Wow.
The one whose essence is stolen.
Such a British name right there.
Leaves only a husk.
Damn. It's like they're powering up the machines. What the crap? Look at these. What the hell?
Bombardier! What are you playing at? How can we claim their life if you blow up the whole sparking thing? Cripple them! Aim lower!
Yes, sir. Lower and aim, sir.
It's always two warring nations, huh? These games got a massive boost in popularity thanks to Smash, you know? Obviously, they were obviously very popular already. It's still quite niche because of one being a JRPG and two being exclusive to the Switch. Ionios, okay. So we had Bionis and Mechonus. So I'm thinking there's like a fusion thing going on.
Cruel irony that it should mean eternity. Because slowly but surely, our world is now dying.
This uniform they use, it looks very like, gives me Persona vibes.
Yet to realize that fact.
Oh hell yeah! So, look, see, it looks like he wields the. Dang. It's like they all wield. It's like the Monado. It might have a different name though. These special sabers.
Worry about yourself, Noah. There's still more of them.
Even so.
Jesus.
Shut it! Stop flapping your gums and move!
Some guns now?
Yeah, we've got more incoming.
Nice. Oh, is this gameplay? Oh, it is. I like that. It's like Lost Odyssey. All right, let's go. Auto attack. Oh yeah. Once you're close enough. Yeah. All right.
I got something for you. Thanks.
So let me see. Do we lock on? Same way. Okay, yeah. We got the people on the side.
You're a lifesaver, lad.
All right.
Take this.
Nice. Just we're doing such low amount of damage. I feel it. Alright, usually your arts will pop up there and you'll do all sorts of cool moves. So you have Noah, Uni, Lance, and Wamba. Or maybe it's Bomba. Mawamba. Maybe Mawamba. Cool. Nice that we're straight into battle. Yeah, Lost Odyssey did that back in the day. Alright, destinations. CP browsing. Okay, we're gonna get inundated with the usual tutorial stuff. I like that it just jumps straight into battle. That's cool.
Just don't get in over your head, okay, Lance?
Caution. Alright, how to begin a battle. A to draw your weapon. Approach it and target. Yeah.
Noah, we gotta fight back.
Alright. I wonder what the story of the Xenoblade is in this one. They probably don't want to teach us about the arts just yet. Win the battle. See what I was saying? The combat can be a little MMO-like. You're still very much in control. It's just you're doing a little bit of management on the side. Really starting us. Yeah, they got symbols beside them. Oh, there's like sword, magic, maybe shield, a tank. They do have their different classes. I've seen some really cool weapons. They look like there was chakrams, like the ones from Kingdom of Amalur and, you know, Xena, you know, the spinning blades. Alright, so here we go. Now we're talking. This is where the game really shines. You can do like chain arts, which are huge, bombastic, like cutscene wielding stuff. Nice. 5 attacks. And you gotta obviously let them cool down. Am I blocking the arts? Hold on, I'll sit this way. I usually sit like that. Yeah, Wombo number 5. Glad someone else said it. I got something for you. Alright, nice AoE, okay. Still doing not a whole lot of damage. I'm guessing they're just teaching us, huh? Alright, where to next? Another fight?
Spark these colony Sigma mudders.
Sigma mudders?
And here I Noah, we gotta fight back.
Noah!
Ground beat!
Now usually there's a little bit of I suppose you'd call them QTs, but just timed button presses for certain moves for the chain attacks, and I don't know if they're back. We'll see about that. Lots of leveling up. That's good.
I got something for you.
Thanks! Take this! Extra!
No, enemy's broken away from me.
Take
Come
this!
here. I got something for you.
Thanks! Right!
Come on, you little shite. I wonder why he's... I think he might be pulling their aggro.
Wamba! Ground beat!
Sounds like he's saying ground beef.
Sword strike!
Ground beef! I'll have some.
Arrow burst!
Yeah, this game, this series specializes in massive open areas to explore. Huge, vast lands. Alright. We're helping out a little bit. Yeah, it looks like he's wielding one of the blades. It might not be the same, but this one looks exactly like the Monado.
They outflanked us! Lance! The front line!
That Trish's team. Uni, how are things with Kite?
Hello, Uni.
What about our backup?
Yeah, the whole wings and the head.
Looks
That's
like
like...
they're busy guarding the artillery.
I don't know if it'd
They're
be
not going
painful,
anywhere.
but...
Anyone's moving right now, it's us.
Cool, those eyes. Cool thing about playing JRPGs on the Switch, and now the Steam Deck,
Go!
is
The front line breaks
the
were all
portability. Like, talk to anybody
The
who's played a JRPG, and there's nothing better than if you have to do a little bit of grinding or a little bit of exploring,
Go on.
just to have that freedom, maybe on a commute, maybe in bed, you know, whatever. I love it. I love that side of it. Bum, bum. Like the Steam Deck, there's one of those little guys. I think it's like Papons. I'm probably getting that wrong. They've added, obviously, with the different games, different universes, they've added new races in there that I don't really know some of them as well.
Leibniz.
That's what's hitting us! Well, now we know.
Guessing we get a tutorial boss.
Do or die, Noah.
Let's go.
Got it!
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Noah, show him your talent art.
Talent arts. Stronger than normal ones, okay. Circular gauge is full. Ah, that's why it's over there. The overclock buster. Where did it come up with these names? Alright, meet the requirements of the arts that give bonus effects for positioning. Yeah, that's another thing as well. So you'll have moves that are like better for back attacks or side attacks or whatever. And as you move around the enemy, you'll see like little indicators that will pop up. And you wanna hit those just the right time. It's cool. There's a nice bit of tactical stuff about it, you know. Cancelling attacks. Okay, cool.
Noah, get behind the enemy's back and give them a taste of your edge thrust.
See, your edge thrust. And that'll, see, it says down there, back attack.
It's time for that.
And now,
Nice and simple.
do more of that. And then there's a side break. It's hard to see the side of this guy though, right? Oh, there's the topple. And the daze, nice. This is huge. Now's our chance. And we can do. What's this attack up? If I stay in that circle, is that it? AoE. Let's try another back attack. It's hard to see the back on this guy, you know. There it is. Now we can use his talent art. Let's go! Not bad, not bad. I've seen ones where with the chain arts, it's always about arts, isn't it? You can actually... Oh, nice. You can get some cool cutscenes going. Wow, thanks. You barely messed anything up. I'm glad they're jumping into combat so fast. I think it's really important these days. Alright. He almost killed it. What the hell is it called? Uvula? If I stay in the circle, I get my attack up, is it? Okay. People are getting killed. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm doing that right. It's hard to tell where his back is. He's fucking floating.
Hey, this isn't too bad. Nice one, Wamba. Ground beat.
This whole healing business.
You're a lifesaver.
They're a chatty bunch, aren't they?
Hang in there, I'll heal you.
Alright, one more good hit. Let's try this side break. That might be meaning hit him from the side. I think so. Yeah, that did really good. Alright, one more. Finish him. Nice. Okay, cool. So yeah, your position in battle does matter. But yeah, just because it's kind of that... Maybe you can mess around with the auto battle if you want, but that's where I feel the MMO side of the combat comes in, where you feel like you're getting in position rather than feeling the power of the strike of your swords, you know. But the arts are super rewarding and fun, especially when you can chain them together. Then with each of the party members, at least in the first game, you would gain this thing called affinity, where you'd give them gifts, have heart-to-heart talks, you know. Kind of similar to the skits in the Tales series, or the, you know, in the Star Ocean series, you have those kind of little social events and that. Same in Persona. A lot of JRPGs go for that now, which is cool. That was our tutorial boss, not meant to be difficult. Just to teach us positioning and that. I don't know how I feel about Noah. I haven't seen much of him, even in the trailers. I didn't even know he was the main character. But I got... Oh, damn. I got the physical edition with some art cards. I don't know if you guys are partial to those. Sometimes they're spoilers. Nowadays, it's just nice to get anything. The rarest thing I've come across is the Switch Steelbooks. Because it's such a different size of a steelbook. I own like 3 now, I think, but they're very rare. It's a nice little postcard.
Victory is we won!
Some of it's in-game, some of it's concept. Kind of nice.
We won!
Everyone's like, we won, but he's... At what cost? We'll see who this queen is they're talking about, because there was a lot of royalty in the other games. We'll see where the Xenoblade comes into this game as well, because it represents something different in each game. Clearly, even me bringing up the Monado probably doesn't even exist in this world. But he has it there. It's that shifting. It has the ability to shift around. I mean, obviously, if a god is able to wield it, I'd say that's the one thing binding all the games together. That's gotta be the Queen. What the hell is that? So yeah, definitely sci-fi and... Oh, like clones or something. What the hell is that in? What the fuck is this? My god, is she growing people? Yeah, I'm trying to remember the names of the angelic race. It's kind of, they're called like high something.
Every one of us is born looking like this.
Shins?
As soldiers.
Ah.
As weapons for slaying Agnians.
High Entia.
Yes. All of us live only
To be soldiers.
to fight.
God, they're like clones. Clone Wars. Is that young Noah?
Cut that out! Stupid Noah!
I want to know how he got the blade. A lot more guns
Nice
in
one,
this one.
lads. Too early for that. Look, it's you they're after here.
It's Ender's Game.
Just take out their attackers and we're golden. They're gonna get it handed to them. Flickering hoop. You're as slippery as Noah sometimes.
Uni! Chick never shuts up.
Wow.
Kite! Range darts!
Easy.
I think the guns are new. I don't remember anybody having guns before. That's definitely. But the magical arts for sure have always been there.
Uni!
And the shield blades, the drivers.
I snuffed this up.
Healer. Nice. This is very, very like Battle Royale, OG Battle Royale, the movie. All these school
okay?
kids fighting against each other
Uni!
to the death.
Cheers for that. You're a lifesaver, Yoren.
Sparking deadweight.
Clearly someone's taking this a bit more serious.
Hey! Change of plan. Kite, you keep firing and don't stop.
Oh, what?
Whatever you want.
Huh?
Go ballistic. Just draw their attention.
Ah.
Because what we're after here is that lame duck.
Yoren? But he's bottom of the class. Why bother?
Thing is, the brat's still a decent healer. Get it?
Bum, 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 bum,
So we're
bum.
playing by the book here.
Nope.
Pisses me off. But the fight will be good as one.
Yeah! Uni! Take out Kite!
Can't! They've got the advantage. And they're behind cover.
Noah, can we flank them? Noah!
Damn. I've seen that seal everywhere. It seems to be important to them. It's on that guy's arm, it's on the other guy's chin, it's on Noah's hand. Maybe it represents
They're not in their usual formation.
their, this
Wait, what?
whole soldier thing. That thing's cool.
We're snuffed. Kai's just a decoy, so they're really after...
Quick thinking, Lance.
Nice.
Lance?
Tough guy?
Damn.
Hold out forever?
Wow. Lands clearly the tank of the group.
Spark!
There goes Noah. Dang. There's some 4D chess for kids.
Lands! You stay put. They want to take you out the running. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, but don't you leave that snuffing spot.
Ooh. Nice. Oh, his arm is fucked.
Why would you?
That shield he's using is a blade and a shield. It's called a driver. They're really cool. Unless they have a different name in this game.
All that I am.
Go on, buddy.
Yours.
There you go. See?
Now you can carry on.
Sacrifice. Why do I feel like this is gonna end badly?
You should have done that much sooner!
Shit. Do you think they killed him? Really? It's not just a test. Alright. No, he's still there. Okay, cool. It's not to the death. That'd be fucked up, but I wouldn't be surprised. Little medal of honor, huh? Excelling in his class. The poor guy gets bullied.
Get off me. Had to go and play the hero, didn't he?
You really think you could have taken them?
I think Yoren did the right thing. If he hadn't used his powers back there, you'd have been first out of the running.
Yeah, but still.
Come on, eh?
Didn't have to go get himself killed for it.
Come on. He was trying to protect you. He lured in Garvel's gang. Gave us a chance to turn it around. You know who wasn't up to it? We weren't.
I'm getting like serious
Yeah, but
Harry
just
Potter
stop
vibes.
it. No more arguing.
He's Neville Longbottom.
It's my fault. I should have just done a better job. Then we'd have won.
Hey,
So much for getting to the final, huh? Sorry. I let us down on your big day. I'm so sorry.
what big day?
The birthday.
What? Whose?
Yours, dummy. It's your second term, right? Remember?
Second term. Weird.
A win would have been a nice surprise. Lance was pretty fired up too, weren't ya?
Cut it out.
Hey,
What?
you'll apologize, right?
Might do, might not.
We each have a lifespan of 10 years.
What?
We call them terms. Life begins with our first term and ends at the close of our 10th. And over the course of those 10 years, we fight continually.
Damn.
Though in reality, there aren't that many who can hold their flame for the whole 10 years. Most lose their lives on the battlefield before they reach year 10. But those who do survive to the end are honored in a special service. We call it the homecoming.
The homecoming.
Morning, Yoren.
Hey, Noah. Morning. Morning, Lance.
So what happens when they reach the end of the term? Are they just discontinued? Or do they just die?
Get a move on.
They seem to age.
Quick, we're gonna miss the homecoming.
Storming now outside. Love those sounds. And that's... Yeah. The smell. For real. Yeah.
First one they've ever had here, right?
Yeah, isn't it awesome?
Something very invigorating about a storm. I know a lot of kids can fear that, but I know I've always loved storms. So yeah, the main character from the first game, Shulk, he became a Smash character. A lot of people still love him. And in the second game, we had Pyra. She was very recently a Smash character. People went crazy for her. I'm not sure about this game. Who is this? It's very different than the other games. A lot of RPGs have moved into this mech kind of Power Rangers suit of armor kind of thing. Kingdom Hearts went that way too.
Whoa! Even the Queen's come out.
So that's Her Majesty, huh?
Wow! I've never seen her before.
And she might be from. She might be from the first game. If it's Queen Melina. Oh, here's the flute. It's like graduation. Oh no, it's the homecoming, huh? Oh, that's what the symbol on their arm is. Look, it seems to change in terms of how long into their term they are. It's like a countdown to death. Is it ether life energy? Wow. That answers our question.
So cool! I heard the stories, but this is just wild. That's gonna be me someday. Just you try and stop me. You guys too. You're totally making it with me.
Of course!
And you, Noah, right?
It's like they want to die.
Sure.
It's an honor.
Yeah, you bet.
Wow.
Our lives came from the Queen, and we all lived for a chance to take part in the homecoming.
Is that feed
The chance
machine?
to return to the Queen's embrace,
Wow.
carrying out 10 years of service fighting. That was our whole world. Nobody ever thought to question it
Jesus.
until that day.
It's an honor. But they know about it. They live in servitude. Willingly. Damn. Now, Noah's turn. Play the flute, the homecoming. Yeah, I'm not sure. That could be a connection if that's the Queen's name, but otherwise I'm not too sure. There's a lot of royalty. I think the flute is such a beautiful inclusion. Guessing that's the ether, the fallen. Very much like Yuna's. Oh, that's fucked up. Yuna's dance, her song. Like Final Fantasy X. It's all about the ether, the life energy. The Queen uses it to make more clones, more soldiers. Dang. An endless war against another nation. What do you think they'll do next for the Tales series amid? There was a cheeky rumor of a possible new Tales game. People think they might continue the story of Arise. It's not something they often do.
Do you have to?
Huh?
You shouldn't be sending those guys off like that.
What? Why not?
Why are you like this, Noah? It's Agnus, our enemy.
Well, yeah. They don't have an officer, though, to send them.
Yep, they all bit the dust thanks to us.
So what?
The Agnus have the blue
Look,
ether.
there's no rule not to.
Look at this little dude.
Then what, you're just gonna keep going? I don't get you, Noah.
I know we're putting our lives on the line, but still.
Yeah, we get it already.
Friend or foe, someone has to lay them to rest. For that is my role as an officer.
Right.
Is my voice that deep?
Shot at you. Wasn't trying to be anyone specific. Right. I've had
Enjoy
about
the
enough
rise very
of all
much.
this
Said,
depressing
yeah.
crap. Let's head back and hit the showers.
It's a great
I'm
direction
all
to
gunked up with
go
blood
in.
and sweat.
Bye, transport. Guess we missed it again.
Oh, bollocks.
Bollocks! Yeah, what do you think? Like, there has been sequels to Tales games before.
This. How many times is it we've had to walk home now?
We've had Zillia and Zillia 2. So, they could make it its own trilogy. I'm not sure. And then, how about Star Ocean 6? Have you ever played any of the Star Ocean games? The first 3 are amazing. It's peak. But a lot of people are very divisive on the third game because it kind of messes with the universe, you know? So every game since the third one has been prequels because of how crazy the ending of 3 is. Yeah, now we're up to 6. 6 looks really cool. Everblight Plain. I mean, it's like No Man's Land. Look what's become. But that's a cool, like, eclipse sign. Landmarks, yeah, I know those. They give you experience as well. And you can fast travel to them as well. The whole party has been incapacitated. Those little bonnets. Nice. But yeah, there's like a jetpack and everything in Star Ocean 6. That could be really cool. It looks particularly janky. Because that's kind of what Star Ocean is known for. It has good combat. It's close to Tales games in terms of combat. But the last couple, 4 and 5, have been very rough for me. I didn't enjoy them, unfortunately, because the budget's been falling asunder. They're usually were done in collaboration with Square Enix and a team called Tri-Ace. But I don't know if it's even the same team anymore.
Alright, let's head back to Colony 9.
Damn. Beautiful game. I wasn't lying when I said there's gonna be a big area. See, this looks like one of the Titans from 2. Like a big shark. And like there's like a world everywhere. Jeez, the amount of things popping off. Pretty. I'm guessing you can zoom out as far as you want with the camera as well, can you? Yeah. There you go. If you really want to get a view of it. But you can also zoom in too. If you want to have the camera pretty close to everybody, you know. You might end up getting screwed over by enemies though. But, you know, if you want to run around like that, it's nice to have that option, right? Looks like you can change characters as well. Ooh. Cool. Oh, this music though. Build. Sword fighter. What's the name of that sword? I'd like to know. Switch model view. Okay. Build info. Display stats. Nice. Cool. I see how it loads in some of the textures. It's definitely pushing the Switch. Switch, in my opinion, power-wise, has been not really cutting it for about 2 or so years. Some games are just like, we're not be able to do it. That's why I think they're working on the next iteration. The Pro, the Plus, the U. I would say there's a good chance it might be called the Switch Plus, or I hope not, but the new Switch, because they've done this with the new 3DS and the new blah blah blah, which is really confusing and stupid, and I hope they don't do that. Like, literally in the marketing it's called new Switch. I would rather even Switch U, as much as that would bring us back to the old Wii U days. I doubt they'll go Switch Pro. The rumor is Switch Pro, but the Nintendo are not one to use a namesake of another. And we already have the PS4 Pro and no doubt the PS5 Pro. Expansion Pass, of course, gotta do the old DLC. Now, I heard this would be one series that I would actually recommend, the Expansion Pass, because the DLC they did for 2 was almost as big as the game, and it ended up becoming its own standalone thing. I think it was called Torna Edition. Huge, and they've said they're going to be doing an expansion as big as that, which is insane, so they don't muck around. You can see on the corner there, it's hard to see now, but you can almost see the 3 blades. There's 3 Xenoblades. I really want to know what this one's called. I don't see anything about equipment yet. Probably going to introduce that later. Because I know we had the Monado, but I think this is called something else. We got a quick save down there. Nice. System. Amiibos. Nice. Alright. Save. How many save slots do we have? Oh, so we've got a quick save slot, an auto save slot, and 3 manual save slots. Now, I'm with you, that's definitely a low amount of manual saves. Most JRPGs, you're going to be wanting like 20, honestly. But I think the whole series always had 3. But with the autosave and the quick save, you can't be too mad about that. It's decent enough. Cool. Nice. Can we still zoom in on the map on the screen? Nice. Not as detailed out here, but it's really helpful to be able to pull that up anytime you want. Lovely. Alright, cool. Never played Star Ocean. They're really cool. They're sci-fi, as you can imagine, called Star Ocean. But they tend to blend a lot of stuff. And you can play the first and second one now, I think, on PlayStation pretty easily. I think they're like, you know, digital downloads. And a lot of those are, the first 2 are very old school. So you're talking about sprites, you know, like Final Fantasy 6 style, you know. But they're still amazing. And then you've got that old sprite combat where everything's in one screen. Everybody's in a line fighting a big enemy or multiple enemies. And they remade both of those. I think they're called like First Departure. Star Ocean First Departure is, I believe, the remake of the first game, and then Star Ocean Second Story is the second game. And the third game, my personal favorite, is called Till the End of Time, and it's really good. So it's a sci-fi game, and but like, it blends so much. It blends batshit insane theories. Like, think like you know, you'll land on different planets, where the civilizations on those planets will be at different levels. You know, maybe it's prehistoric, maybe it's medieval or Dark Ages. It's really cool. Really good stories. I definitely would recommend the third one, and the first 3 anyway. Fourth one, Star Ocean, is called what's it called? The Last Hope. That one got a little bit rough, but not too bad. And then the 5th one, it's hard to recommend the 5th one, but the 6th one could be cool. And if this one doesn't do well, the 6th one's called The Divine Order, I believe. That's coming out this year, near the end of the year. If it doesn't do well, I think that'll be the end of it, because that's like 3 strikes, you know. And I hope it doesn't, because they're awesome. Like, another team as well, Level 5, they've kind of disappeared on us, and I'm super sad about that. They did like Ni no Kuni, but they were also responsible for a lot of the Dragon Quest games, like Dragon Quest 8, a lot of the 3DS ones. They're responsible for a lot of stuff, and I hope they don't disappear. Nice. You can pick up a lot of stuff on the ground. You can initiate combat. It's all field combat. There's no random encounters. We're past all that. So what you do is you'll be able to target things with the top button. Here's something coming up here, and you target it, and oh Jesus.
That's gonna be it. Are we the last ones here?
And then
Sorry, I made you wait.
It's fine.
You can initiate combat that way. You can even get like preemptive strikes, the usual stuff. There's the levels on them. There's the bonnets. That's been there since the first. Yeah, so this is like, it's definitely a long history with this one for sure. Hell yeah. Back when it was Xenogears on the PS1, and then we had Xenosaga. They're all sort of loosely connected in some kind of universe. But once they go from Xenogears to Xenosaga, it's barely a mention, you know. And the same with Xenochronicles, or Xenoblade Chronicles. So yeah, that's what's been going on. And then there was Xenoblade Chronicles X, which was, yeah, I hope we get that one. That one was wicked cool. It was all mech fighting. This one seems to have some kind of mechs in it where the team members can join up. That's pretty new. Hello, how's it going, Eric? Hello. I'm mobile now. Storm killed my main internet. Oh, shite. Be careful, dude. Be careful. Happy Friday, Eric. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for that sub. You're too kind. You don't gotta be doing that. How have you been doing, Eric? So we initiate battle like that. Okay. Decided to play a little bit of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. But I wanted to play the first one first. I'm not overly familiar with Xenoblade myself. I'm more familiar with Xenosaga and Xenogears. Xenosaga, I have the old PS2 copies. They're worth a lot of money now. One of the copies I have is worth €300. I'll never get rid of it, but hell yeah. I mean, did you ever hear of the Dot Hack series? Dot Hack. That's another great JRPG series. That one kind of breaks the fourth wall, and you're playing a game about playing an MMO, and you kind of get trapped in it, and your physical counterpart. Well, that's cool. That's new. Your physical counterpart kind of goes into a coma and you get trapped inside the game. .hack. It's literal spelled like, you know, the period hack. They're really cool. They're really cool. That got a it's very niche as well. It got 4 games to begin with, then got an anime, then got a manga, then they came back with another 3 games, and every now and then the original copies of those are from PS2. Very hard. I got them as well. I have a couple of games that are worth a few bob, and I'm like, hell yeah, but I'll never get rid of them. And most of them I have played into the bejesus, so I doubt you wouldn't get mint for them, so I'd get a fraction of the price of them for sure. Yeah, and then they're really cool. Then they brought out 3, maybe it was even 4 newish games, and those you can get on Steam and PS4. And those were called .hack GU. They're really cool. If .hack was like your basic JRPG series, .hack GU was the angsty teen version of it. Like, the guy you play as goes around and he's got like face tattoos and he wields a big fucking scythe, and they're pretty cool. But the cool series about it it deals with the whole idea of like a ghost in the shell or a soul within the internet or within a game, that kind of thing. I like exploring that kind of stuff.
Here we go, guys.
Let's give him the usual.
So yeah, to say the least, I've explored a lot of JRPGs for sure. Jesus, once I got sucked in, it was like there's no going back. And you know, we're definitely in a renaissance of them. You know, Final Fantasy, I'd say, is probably at its lowest. I think Final Fantasy 14 has reached new heights, but the main series, it's so far between them, and by the time they come out, like, Jesus, I don't know. Like Final Fantasy 7 Remake, amazing, but, you know, they're playing off something that has, you know, been around before. If we look at Final Fantasy 13 and that trilogy, it's great, but was not really well received. 14, obviously, it's online. It's had a bad start, but it's coming back. 15 took 10 years to get here, changed name, and when it finally came out, a lot of people were pretty disappointed. But there's a lot of fans, and now we're going to get 16 probably sometime next year, which seems to be going back to the medieval stuff. Could be cool. They're bringing all the like kaiju style fights with the summons. We'll see. But yeah, it feels like the renaissance of JRPGs. It's crazy. Everybody's coming back. Dragon Quest kicking ass. Xenoblade Chronicles doing its thing. Many more to come. Final Fantasy still pushing. I'm telling you, we're even having this cool new generation of they call them 2D HD, and they have that kind of pop-up effect. So you've got like Octopath Traveler, Triangle Strategy. I hear Tactics Ogre is coming back, so you're gonna maybe see like Final Fantasy Tactics coming back. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles came out. It's huge. I hear Dragon Quest 12 is going to be much darker, but you were talking about the endgame being a repeat, and I fully agree. That was probably the last big JRPG that I played to completion on the channel, and it was a slog at the end. It was a slog. That endgame, it had no business. It felt like 3 acts repeating itself just a little bit differently, and there's no business doing that. I think in this day and age, if you're going to go for an endgame like that, there's no need, because it's like 30 hours where you're pretty much doing the same thing again, collecting up the team that you did at the start of the game. These are level 43, I'm not fighting those. So that's unfortunate. There's always going to be a grinding aspect to JRPGs. It's hate it or love it kind of thing. But, you know, I think we're moving away from a lot of the old stuff in a good way. Like, random encounters are kind of gone, even in Pokemon, which is good, you know. That stuff was rough. You know, the fact that you had to create a whole system around stopping the random counters happening in-game, I always found that. I'm like, jeez, so you've created a problem and then a solution to a problem. So yeah, there's a little bit of exploring, lots of nice items to collect. These are good games. Obviously the story is king, but the combat gets really sweaty in a good way, you know. It's all about positions, tactics, chain arts, different effects, like the topple, the break. Yeah, cool. I wouldn't say it's my favorite combat. It's hard to say what my favorite combat in a JRPG, because everything's changing so fast now. We've gone into field combat. Like Tales has always been great, but it has a certain stiffness to it, you know. Star Ocean very close to Tails as well. A lot of juggling the enemy. Xenoblade, like this feels amazing, but it'll never shed its MMO feeling where you're kind of more in control of the position rather than feeling like you're the one swinging the sword. It's not a bad feeling. You know what I mean? You're still pressing the arts and feeling that, you know, and you can feel it in the vibration, but there's no doubt that it feels a little less hands-on. I like where, you know, Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy VII are taking things, but there's no going back. Once they go there, there's no going back. So, the best thing they're doing now is, like, I heard of Final Fantasy IX getting a remake. If they can bring that back, that'd be awesome, because I think that is one of the best out there. Top 3 for sure. Interesting. How was your week been, Eric? I hope you're doing well. Hanging in there. How have you been? Ah, good, good. Is the auto run on? How do you do that? Oh, you just push in now. Cool, yeah. So they let you do a cheeky auto run. Hope you didn't buy it recently, since it's free on yeah. Persona series. Just started playing Yakuza Like a Dragon. Yeah, that's all good. Just excited that I was able to play it. Yeah, hell yeah. And there's been some sneaky, oh, Riku. That sounds familiar. There's been some sneaky screenshots of Yakuza 8. So Yakuza 7 also is the one main game that switched things up to turn-based. I think that's the one. Would you call those JRPGs? I suppose you would, right? Yeah. They have actually gone backwards. Have you tried the Lost Judgment game, Eric? The spin-off detective games? I know you guys love Ace Attorney. I think they're amazing. We're already up to the second one. That series is a spin-off of Yakuza, but there's a lot of returning characters. And that's keeping the action. I would have probably went turn-based for the detective thing. Kind of keep that pace. But who knows? Maybe 8 will go back to action. I think the turn-based might have been experimental. It's nothing quite like just hanging around. Hanging out. And throwing motorbikes, people. I wonder, will they have to remove the famous Sega arcade? What's her name? I can never pronounce it right. It's like Akihabara. In that case, have fun with that. Started Judgment a while back. It's not my... Okay, cool, Amid. So, I'm guessing Lost Judgment's off the cards. What did you think of Like a Dragon? Have you played that one, number 7? Yeah, they're giving away a 7 for PS Plus. And it's all on the Game Pass as well. You can play all of them on the Game Pass, Eric. So even if your Game Pass is lapsed, you can do a cheeky, just get another account. You can get a cheeky 3 months for $3 or whatever, and you play them all that way. And the way it works is the ones that have Kiwami on it, if it's confusing, that just means remake. It doesn't translate to that, but basically that's what it is. So I think they've remade 1 and 2, right? And then there's 0. So technically there's 8 already, but 0 is 0. They're great games. The mini games are the most notorious, you know, from the karaoke. I did enjoy Judgment. I think if it had turn-based combat, it might have slowed the game too much to a crawl. I love the drone racing as well. I enjoyed it. Alright, Riku. Look at this hairstyle. There you go. Thanks to No Pawn. No Pawn? I think that's what they're called. No Pawn. Noah and friends survive battle. Go home with Bum in single piece. Don't friends think friends should heed advice of experienced colleague? I guess maybe we should. You're a badass now, huh, Riku? Maybe next time you want to join us on the front line. That sound fun? Hey, Lance, go easy. Riku's just trying to help us out. I wonder, is he a part of the team? Probably not. Containers in the field. Alright. Find items. Okay. I wonder, I thought maybe I could... So it's basically like our chest for the game. Okay.
I hope we can make use of this.
Be better. Attack stone. Okay, that's new. Is that like a gem? Accessories? Okay. One isn't too bad. Many JRPGs transport you to a different arena. Yeah. That is annoying. We're moving away from that, thankfully, Pyro. It's the difference between random encounters and field encounters. And what you're talking about is random encounters. And I agree. They're fun to go back to, but they're very much something of the past. And I'm happy. Because it slows down things a lot, you know. But the reason you used to do that was to hide the load screen. Skills. Oh, we don't have that yet. Okay. I'm really loving this menu music. Boost auto attack damage by 58%. That's huge. Dang. Alright, HP, attack, healing power, dexterity. Dexterity seems new. That must be for the guns. It has like a little ranged attack. Agility, that's back. Agility, kind of, I also call that dodge. That allows you to, the higher that is, the more you'll dodge. And then there's block rate, obviously that's self-explanatory. And then ether in the game is magic. That's your mana, your magic. So yeah. This is a cool series too. These are hard to get your hands on. Yeah, nearly most people buy these games digitally because it's hard to get your hands on them physically. Another game came out today as well, Digimon Survive, which is a new game in that series. I grew up with Digimon games as well. Like I love Pokemon and Digimon. I'm that kind of kid, and I'm actually that way nowadays with, I like PlayStation and Xbox and Nintendo. It's just the way I was, you didn't manage to have everything, but I liked whatever was shown, And I liked Digimon. Pokemon was better, but Digimon was very close second. And I used to love Digimon World. Freaking loved that to death. And it was kind of crazy because it was way ahead of its time. You could raise and breed Digimon to make your own, And it was very much kind of what we're doing nowadays. But it's crazy. Like, the farming and all that in those games. They're huge now. Goodman, Judgment is good. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I wonder would the turn-based stuff turn you off? Ironically. I know. We'll see. It might just be experimental, but Like a Dragon is definitely turn-based. It's fast though, I played Kiwami and Judgment. I enjoyed them both. I'll be down to play through the whole series. Yeah, dude, hell yeah. Any of the Kiwami ones are hugely upgraded. But they will be given... You have the Plus Premium, right? They're going to be giving away all 8 eventually, so... Yeah, it's right there. I like Judgment if you like detective stuff. But I feel, yeah, mate, it's all good. PTSD from random encounters. Yeah, Zubats and Mount Moon for sure. I think Pokemon was the worst offender. Like, we had all the Final Fantasies and that, and Dragon Quest and Dragon Warrior, but Pokemon was the worst offender. If you didn't buy like a shitload of repels at the start, you were in trouble. Yeah, these games, like if you wanted to jump in on Xenoblade Chronicles 3, that'd be cool because they're in the same universe, but they're connected as close as like Final Fantasy is connected, You're all good. There'll be little nods here and there and characters, maybe. I'll see if I recognize anybody, but otherwise they are fully like contained in their own game, which is cool. The off-seeing. So this guy plays the flute and this allows their ether to pass on. Soldier husks. Do I get to do that? Is it a Guitar Hero or something? Send off.
Such is the Officer's duty.
I should zoom in the camera again, shouldn't I? Oh, you can actually raise and lower it? Shit. Cool. What did that give me? 20-something. Camera position. Oh, that's what that is. Okay, that's cool. Reset camera. Probably should, huh? So it looks like there was like 99 of those. Yeah, 0 out of 99. Well, maybe that's not it. Field encounters load you into a... Yeah, they do, right? There was that awkward, like, puberty stage where you would bump into them on the field and it would look... Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. It was like one foot in this side of things and another foot in the other. So they've gone through a lot of iterations, for sure. Everybody has their favorite. I think turn-based can still be done right. It's just you gotta cut down on the fluff in between. The cheeky little load screen, whatever they need to do. They all have them. But if you cut that down, we won't notice it much, Ooh, the sparkly ones usually have special items.
Huh? Is that? Better log this in the terrain data.
To be honest, the Yakuza games are annoying for random enemies appearing. Yeah, they do respawn a lot, right? On the streets. The reason for that is in case you do need to grind up a little bit. I do agree with you that. You're like, jeez, didn't I just kill that group of enemies?
You don't mess with uni. Uppercut, slap, got you, edge thrust, private blast, break. Come here, I got something for you. Thanks.
I like the talent darts are new. That's cool. Tapo.
How's about this veteran?
Dude's going ham on the violin. Hell yeah.
Next. Oh wait. It's over.
Dexterous bunnet tail. Bunnet meat. Helix cube. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, there's a lot of items. Nice bit of swimming. Nice. What's funny is Xenoblade Chronicles 1. it had a... I don't know if the devs were fans of Kingdom Hearts or something, but the main character, nearly everybody, had those giant Sora floppy goofy boots. Nice. It looks like the blade might be taking a backseater on this one. Battle music slaps. There was such a fear around the blades in the first game, because it would literally consume people, so there's a massive fear. This one, he just seems to be wielding it out the gate. That's what she said. Are they putting Judgment on? That's a good question. I don't think so. I think they're separate. But, you know, enough time has passed that Lost Judgment will eventually. They're not too bad for Platinums either, those games. Just good stories, right? Some of it can get a little cringy, but, you know, if you're kind of buying into the world, you won't notice it as much.
Keep going. So, when's the battle happening?
This is valuable.
It already
I'll
happened.
hang on to it.
Skeeter. No pawn coin, okay. Rockabye basalt. Basalt. Rockabye. Playing anything at the moment, my PC bro. Oh no, dude, I'm sorry. Shit. I've been dying to get a new PC. Luckily, I suppose it couldn't have happened at a better time because all the parts are coming down fast. Even if you have to wait a little bit, because they're starting to position the 40 series. So what's going to happen is you're going to have the probably most of them, the scalpers pushing to scalp all those, you know. So the 30 series will probably turn into some bargain bin stuff. Hold on, what's this? Player enemy position. Arrow displayed above the arts, show you the position of the player character. Okay, I couldn't see that on the sides here. Oh, that's clever. Now I see. So around the back, it makes so much sense. There's definitely way more arts than first game, honestly. I have to wait for my edge trust. She wants a bit of my edge trust, huh? That's what I'm talking about. Doesn't matter which side you do.
Enemy's broken away from me. Come here, I got something for you.
Thanks for the support.
Oh my. Smack-a-doo. Do all these crazy attacks on a level 2 enemy. It's just
something a bit meatier.
It's a bit much. Yeah, at this rate, I'm waiting for a nice bargain to come down. I want to get like, because kind of just stumbling on with this one. The problem is, anytime I try and stream, it seems to be fine playing a good portion of stuff. Nothing like, none of the new games or anything. I'll leave that to the PS5. But, yeah. Really, what I should do is save this kind of older one and use that as the stream encoder. And then game with the new one. We'll see. Can I climb up here and we screwed? Oh, that's unfortunate. That could become a problem later. Can't jump in battle. So you initiate battle a bit close. Yeah, so I feel like the battle system in these games is as deep as you kind of want it to go, you know? Easy on the surface, tough to master.
We're just getting warmed up.
But you're not really forced to master it either, you know? Once you know your position.
Here we go, guys.
Let's give him the usual, Noah.
We got the initiative. Nice one,
Come here, I got something for you.
You're a lifesaver. Yeah, I'll keep up the attack.
Off to bed, great stream, lots of fun. Oh, I'm sorry, I was hoping to play a bit of multiverse or so. Well, I'll be playing that a lot anyway, as like the offset game.
They're from Colony 9. Noah.
Thank you, Amit.
Will you do the
No
honors?
worries, man. I'll probably be streaming on Sunday as well, if he's around. Oh yeah. Hope you have a nice rest. Hope your internet comes back as well. Thanks for hanging as much as you did, mate. Cheers. Come here, I got something for you. You said that a few times. Yeah. You will have that a good bit. There's probably a way of shuffling it or turning around. You'll have different party members. You're gonna have that. It's just the way it goes. Record a couple of lines. Feel the need to add voice lines. Yeah. They do.
Noah, you break their stops. I'll follow up afterwards.
Art combos.
Go for it, Noah. Break the enemy with a sword strike.
They're trying to give me tips and tutorials
Go for it, Noah. Break the enemy
at the
with a
same
sword
time.
strike.
That can get a bit much, huh? Not charged up, my dude.
Go for it, Noah. Break the enemy with a sword strike. Have it.
Oh look, it won't let me kill him until I do it. Interesting. Cheeky beggars. Making him mortal.
Go for it, Noah. Break
Go for it.
sword strike.
Now what?
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Power stirs within me. How's about this, veteran?
Training drills.
Intent timer, huh?
We're just getting warmed up.
Yeah, maybe they'll wait to talk about, because everyone else has got a cool weapon. This guy's holding one of these fucking godly weapons. It was very special in the first one, extremely special in the second one. So there's no doubt that they're hiding something. Is this guy doing a dab? I can't be the only one who sees that, right? Does this robot look like he's doing a dab? That's actually not his head though, that's his shoulder. It looks like he's doing a dab. Are you doing a dab? Thank God. For some reason the floss has stayed around.
There's Colony 9.
Good old Colony 9.
Always a welcome sight.
Things have definitely changed since then though. Everything always takes place. Colony 9. Someone died right here? Damn.
They're from Colony 9.
They died
No.
right before they got
Will you
home.
do the honors?
Your lips aren't moving. Totally breaking my immersion back there, missus. Why Sunday? I don't know. Looking forward to playing some with you. Good. No worries, no worries. Yeah, I asked before I started. I was like, "Oh, maybe it'll get too late."
Oh,
Don't worry, we'll be playing more. We're playing lots of that. I'm enjoying a bit of multiverses. Nice to, even if it's not as good as Smash, but it's a bit of fun and everybody has access to it. It's tough to recommend other games when not as many people have this Switch. Or if they do have a Switch, it's like, hey, you want to play? You just need to buy this $60 game that's fucking 8 years old, but Nintendo don't fucking lower the prices for anything. God damn it. This used to be a quiet little village in the first game, and now look at it. Military headquarters. Arise, my girlfriend. Oh my god, yeah, that was hilarious. It's so funny. It's crazy you remember that. He pooped. Damn. It's a massive battle where we don't seem to have taken too many injuries. Do they all live inside this mech? Guess that's the upside of going against a low-rank nomad colony like that. On the flip side, we did manage to fill up the flame cloth and all that. What's the flame cloth? For the best. At least we'll all come back in one piece. I agree. And anyway, should be alright. Front for the time being. Ooh. No, talking out here just wasting time. How about friends move chatter into bat? Good thinking. We all gonna have a soak together? I'm thinking the flame cloth is powered by that ether stuff. Colony 9. Yeah, I'm getting like Harry Potter and Final Fantasy 8 vibes. Just the flame clock. So that what was in their eyes? This, life's flame harvested from defeated enemies. The amount of flame will decrease as time passes. Flame clock low. What the hell? That's crazy. You can keep the gauge filled up as much as possible to maintain stat increase. Damn, it's a Majora's Mask. Got a clock in the background we need to worry about? Interesting. Does that just stay up there forever? System unlocked. Looks like it does stay up there. That might be a pain in the butt cheeks. Got our first side quest maybe? Hey, you heard? Seems like Colony 9's Pharaohness won't be able to move for a while. A Pharaohness. Can't move, but it made it back here in the battlefield. Nippon Mechanics told us to shut all down while we handle the maintenance. Interesting. All the important things always end in onus. Hello, little buddy. You one of the mechanics? Very cute. You can just run out. You don't have to wait for load screens outside of town. I thought that said Panda Pussy for a second. Good God. We had Bionus, Mechonus. Now it's Aeonus. Ferionus. I have good memory for the pointless things. What? How's that pointless? When it comes to more important things, I'll definitely forget. Yeah, I feel you on that for sure. Alright, I think we'll push the story forward just a wee bit. These JRPGs,
Finally, I can soak my worries away.
they tend to
And with how late we are, it should be empty too.
inundate you with tutorials and dialogue at the start. We gotta get our main mission. It has to be centered around this sword. Special forces are getting back late. Yeah, that's because Noah was busy doing the off-serious stuff. I dare say, you must be tired. You should turn in before it gets late. Alright, let's get into the bat. Why do I get the feeling this is not going to be some like Greek bat thing? It's actually going to end up being... No, never mind. I thought it was going to be like a weird clone bat. Hell yeah, like half an hour into the game. Nudie fat, did you all shower together? Nudie Father Jack. That'd be a yes. Unisexual bats.
Say, you know how you became an officer after what happened?
What happened?
I guess, yeah.
Oh.
Does it still hurt?
Well, that's why he didn't survive.
No,
Crushed.
I can't say I'm totally over it, but I'm getting there. I've sent so many of our comrades. A lot's happened. Both for me and those sent on.
There's definitely a good bit of fan service in these games as well from the outfits.
Anyway, worry about him. Poor guy. Pushes himself too hard.
What can we do? He's been like this for ages.
Blames himself. Yeah.
He never got to apologize, so... You know.
I wonder how long into their term they are.
You guys talking about the battle? Don't worry about the bonus points, because I'll have nabbed them all.
The snuff you on about? I'll have you know I clocked up a fair bit more.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm the one who took the heavy off its hinges. They give you loads of points.
Ooh,
What the
big
snuff?
deal. If that heel had come a few seconds later, you'd be sleeping in the dirt.
Yeah, no, that was part of the plan. You couldn't tell. I just felt like giving you the credit. But don't worry, you can thank me later.
Huh? You're a right muppet, Lance.
All right then. Off to bed with me.
Yeah, all that walking's really done a number on me.
I'm sorry.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
You ever think how weird it is that we try so hard in tests and move through school? Like when you're 5 and you're doing some shitty spelling test, it means nothing, but feels like life or death. Yeah. And we're like pushed into it though, you know. It keeps going. It's your first set of exams. It feels like you'd be removed from life if you fail, but looking back, it's nothing. Right. There's so much pressure. Like over here, we have like
I might do some spot maintenance.
junior cert and leaving cert, and
Lance, you're being very diligent.
put teenagers under so much pressure. Like it's horrible. So stupid. Why is there like a ladder symbol here? It must mean when you're up inside the Ferionis. The rewards for Colony Sigma battle will be Sigma Mail. Oh crap, what's gonna happen now? Battle station.
An emergency assembly.
It's the crack of dawn, guys.
Why?
No idea. We better take a look.
Interesting point of view on school exams.
To get to the assembly point, we got to run through the Ferronis interior.
I think Noah knows that, Lance.
What do you think? What's do you think they're worth it at all? I think we were talking about that before, how pointless certain things can be. Just hear a lot of banging. It's like crazy festivals going on. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I think homework. Oh, it's one up there. I wonder if I can claim up. Homework tends to just do make people so fucking stressed out and do the exact opposite of what it was meant to do. How the hell are you meant to get up there? What a tease! I have to figure out what this flame clock is all about. Battle stations. Just like a giant mech we all roll around in. Colony 9 command. This is very different than other games. Guess we won't have the chance to jump off there. Assemble!
Remind me, what are we lining up for here?
Royal decree from the castle.
Someone sounds
They
tired.
say an enemy armored unit's approaching this area.
Come on, man. I just got to sleep and everything.
Friend's fault for staying up late.
And whose fault was it I couldn't sleep? I asked you to do the maintenance on my power frame, but you totally messed up my settings.
That probably different frame. Riku is popular guy pun, crushed by weight of fans asking to do favors. Sometimes mix up orders. Man, if configs bamboozle, why not fix by self?
That's why I didn't get any sleep, furball.
I'm here to announce today's mission. You have one target. It's currently on course for the suppression area here. Bonk. Judging from the mass, it's expected to be large in size. And based on its speed, we estimate it will reach the Alfeto Valley at 0100 hours. Notably, the target's emitting a considerable amount of ether energy. As for your mission, deploy at the canyon by the designated time. Investigate and destroy the source of ether.
Commander, one question.
Go.
About this target. Can we assume it's from Agnus?
We don't know. We haven't been able to confirm, but it seems that they're also gunning for it. This would suggest it should be seen as part of a different enemy force. Combat with Agnian troops in the area is also expected. Details will be sent to your Iris after deployment.
Iris, they're throwing out a lot of words.
You are to remain vigilant throughout the operation. Dismissed.
Higher education pass, bachelor's degree, whatever you call it. Yeah. Friend was in the same course as me, same degree, same level, failed all exams, but at last, here he is. Yeah. I really do feel like any of that kind of stuff doesn't tend to matter too much in the real world. Not unless it's like a direct requirement. And I've said it before, no matter how much you learn, no matter how much college and everything and masters and everything you do, as soon as you stop in that field, stop learning, stop doing it if it's not your job, you know, you quit or whatever, you move on for a different profession. As soon as you start, you know, you stop learning, you start unlearning. And it sounds ridiculous, and unlearning mightn't even be a word, but that's how I feel on it. I've noticed it. Like, a lot of people can just pick things back up very easily, for sure. But I think even with a lot of retention, we don't really retain a lot of the stuff we learn in education, and most of that is because of the way it's done. You know, I think it's not even just about the curriculums. I think it's just the whole idea behind it, about our whole grasp on education. If anything's taught us that from online learning in the last couple of years in the pandemic, clearly things can be changed for sure. Because everything's done so forcive, you know, with tests and homework and studying and grinding, and yeah, it tends to pretty much not really leave anything left. You're almost
Let's get ourselves kitted out with some good gear for the road ahead.
Learning through stress. A lot of people think that's a good way, you know, like trial by fire. If people go through these intense situations, it tends to stick with them more. But I don't know about that. I don't know if you can. It's almost like it's like brainwashing or trauma. You're learning because you're traumatizing these people. But then, you know, on the other side of things, people have been like homeschooled for as long as fucking education has existed, and we've seen different approaches. People can be homeschooled all their life and turn out completely fine, maybe even smarter than the average, because it's a one-on-one thing. But then there's other sides of it where they need that social interaction, even if it leads to bullying and, you know, romances and fallouts and all this kind of stuff. We kind of need that side of it as much as it always ends up giving you some of the best and worst memories. So yeah, I don't know. It's a funny thing. It's a whole social construct. And I think the whole idea behind going to school as a child and teenager, then college as a young adult, it's almost more important to you to build character as a social construct rather than an education construct, right? I know. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Dude, all I heard was banging there for like 5 minutes. The whole place could be on fire around me, I wouldn't even know. Alright, so we gotta get kitted out with all our armor. Let's do some shopping. Can you get some free shit? Go ahead and sell, you know, okay. Bronze temple guard. Some of this stuff will show up by an equipped. Oh, it's pity we don't get to see what it looks like before we buy. Shell cameo. You don't have a lot of money. Won't let me sell, okay. All the basics. It's always tough at the start of an RPG, but I'm the kind of guy, if you race through it, like in an hour or two, I'll be like, what the hell are you talking about? So, yeah. That's why the show and hide, okay. Oh, is it? Nice. Equip your equipment. Yeah, this is some really basic stuff. Is that accessories? Do you not get other armor? Damn, you used to get like arms, legs, and all that. For real? Right. I'll have to figure that out a little bit later. The degree has never been about knowledge. It's a show. Yeah, it's always like a piece of paper. You could argue that about everything, like even like marriage and all that. Ugh. We seem to only ever, you know, go through life and have these things to show, these experiences with pieces of paper. Make sure you stack with useful bits and bobs. Alright. Thank you. Do our best to help make it happen. It's the exact reason I left culinary school for a restaurant job. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, I feel like, I know it's weird, but I feel like education takes too long in general. Even fucking like preschool, kindergarten stuff. The whole thing. Think about like, if we have an average of 80 years between us, we spend like near enough, some of us, like a fucking quarter or a fifth of that in education alone. It just seems, I'm not saying it's a complete waste of time. I just think we gotta find a way to streamline things or something. And then most of, you know, it's not education, but still just as important, like learning, building character, your street smarts as they call it, but you know what I mean, just like common sense from every source, from your peers, from the world, from society, you know. That just, you learn that from doing, sometimes from making mistakes. That's just as important, but they don't teach you that in school. That's why a lot of kids are socially, you know, inept or malnourished, or whatever you want to call it, these days. I don't know. So I've been saying for ages, sounds like a joke, but I really do think like parents need to go do like a parenting course. Might cut out a lot of the pieces of shit out there. Yeah, it's always tough to leave a profession or a career for something else, because I feel like you're almost tied into it. A lot of it's got to do with family as well. Like, I think we can all probably put our hands up and say we were pushed into this or that career. You might not necessarily want to. A lot of people go into a career because they want to, but also the family wants you as well. You also see a lot of that kind of stuff where it's like, well, your dad did this or your grandfather did this. You're going into the family business kind of thing. That is horrendous pressure and very much like, you know, sheep behavior. This is the way they did it. This is the way it has to be done. So as much as you see it showing up in stories and games and books and all that, the shit goes on in real life, you know. You're a square peg and you must fit in the square hole. I've always been a square peg in a round hole.
Ooh.
Yeah. Definitely, I have like middle child syndrome, black sheep syndrome, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. A lot of people that have degrees and they didn't learn shit. True. Most of the time, when it comes to that kind of stuff, all you really need to do is just ace either like the final exam or, you know, the midterms or whatever. Why is this guy... Oh, I thought she was turned to stone. What the hell is this? Why is she no color? What the hell is that about? Somebody missed it or something. Alright. Hey, Roland. Something the matter? It's nothing. I don't want to distract you from the big mission. Maybe it'll help us both in the end. Come on, tell us what's wrong. Nosy as ever. You know about the urgent mission issued this morning? Came up to me suddenly. We didn't have time to ready all the resources. We were literally just finished fighting against Colony Sigma. It's so army focused, but as far as I can tell, the game is not all about this. This is very much just, you know, the beginning, showing the chains around these poor people. Chewy radishes. Alright, so he's giving us little missions to do. Okay, cool. Oh, here we go. We're back with the Collectopedia. Alright. The Collectopedia. Every game's gotta have something like that. It's fine. Perform this, collect. Okay. I think I did that. Open the main menu. Hello. Quests. Okay. This is the Collectopedia. Alright. Hero Quest, that's new. Standard Quest, main story. Alright. Yeah, Hero Quest is new. Might be like Monster Hunter or something. See if it has any of the quality of life features. Ba-da-bum. A lot of these quests are great. Just pick them all up. You'll collect them on the way. Trust me. Very rarely do you have to go your way unless it's a special monster or something. I want to get back into the equipment and see what was going on there. The fact that it just messed with accessories gives me hope there might be full armor and weapons and all that. I probably have enough of what he needs already because I was collecting a lot of crap there for a while. Alright, the D-pads don't seem to do anything yet. We'll figure that out. The degree still has incredible value, right? Yeah. So true. It's us that puts the value on the piece of paper, right?
I hope we can make use of this.
Square peg, square hole. This degree for this job, nothing else. So restrictive, you know? And you do see a lot of people, whether they got the book smarts or they got the degree, but have absolutely no way of, you know, working in a team or, you know, going towards goals, goal-orientated, helping the teams and reach different deadlines. You know, there's book smarts and then there's just fucking just common knowledge. One left school, bounce about jobs compared to one degree related to the job. Yeah, who do you take? Didn't read all the comments. I'm sorry, it's super hot and I've got like banging going on the walls here. Fuck. People are so fucking selfish. As soon as it hits the weekend here, the Irish just go fucking mental. Let's go fucking mental. Yeah, you're never gonna walk out of the great. Yeah, it's true. It's very tough. It's all about like who you know sometimes. I've just seen 2 applicants. Yeah, I feel like the a lot of that's got to do with like the what bosses want versus people in education. It's 2 different things, you know. A lot of the times they want way too much of a person. You got something else for me? You want collectibles, huh?
What to buy?
Pretty much taking all my money. Studying computing related topics. 0 memorization, 100% problem solving. But like even in your problem solving, you're still memorizing how to solve the problems. You know what I mean? So it's always some form. Even if you're like learning to play the guitar or learning to play a video game, it's all fucking repetition. So in some way, it all leads back to memorization for sure. It's just a different type. I know what I mean. You're not like looking at numbers and memorizing them that way, but it's like a subconscious thing, for sure. Yeah, for what you're doing, I hear you. There's just different types of it. I get you. It's not in the traditional sense. It's just how the brain works, right? Even if we're remembering how to tie our shoelaces, or yeah, it's just how the brain works. Everything we do, from breathing, is all muscle memory. Yeah. But you seem happy in what you're doing now, Pyro, which is good. And I know that's not helping you reach the goal in the career that you want, but it's building blocks. Like, it's helping you work as a team, even if you don't see it happen. It's helping you just, you know, be friendly around people or just hang with people. You know, these little things. It's hard to. Even school doesn't necessarily teach you that, you know.
I hope we can make use of this.
Just kind of gelling with different personalities that you're usually maybe not used to gelling with, or actually would go against. So it helps. Trust me. Like, some people will stay their whole life in a 9-to-5 job, you know, in retail or whatever, and they might be satisfied, you know. It's fine. There's terrible stigma about those kind of jobs. It's so stupid. At the end of the day, it's for a paycheck, and I've seen people who are in a 9-to-5 job for 10 years, but they've worked their way up there like a supervisor, assistant manager, and they're making more money than someone, say, that has studied for 8 years to be like a doctor and they're during, you know, they're in their intern phase or something like that, which is obviously, you know, sparks a bigger issue of how badly we pay the most important of our people, which is, you know, teachers, you know, firefighters, police officers, doctors, nurses. All of our necessities in society we treat the worst. You know, it's stupid. But then the corporate greedy bastards are, you know, the Bill Gates, the Jeff Bezos, the Elon Musks are just rotten with money. Monies that could power countries and stop wars and save people from dying from hunger. Anyway, that's a whole different mess of a different story. I know they've worked their way up, worked hard, and they're geniuses all in their own right. Either they're geniuses of commerce or of industry, you know. I get that for sure. I'm not trying to deny what they have, but I just think, as weird as it is, I think there should be a point where, I don't know, when a certain point, like, how much money is too much money? Can we fight in the water? That's cool. I think that's new. I don't remember being able to fight in the water before. Life is crazy. It's definitely frustrating to look at for sure, because we've done things the same way for so long. Before we even had half the technology we have now, we haven't changed. We're such creatures of habit and we don't even see it. We prefer to stick with the societal norms, even if it's you know, to the pain of other people. You know, people are happy enough to go about their lives right now in the middle of a country being torn asunder by an evil little piece of shit, you know, because we don't want to upset things. We don't want to see what's right in front of our eyes, you know, as the heat wave destroys the fucking planet, and we just kind of, yeah, we shy away from that kind of stuff. It's scary to look at. We're too used to our comfortable norms, you know.
Huh? Is that? Here we go, guys.
Let's give
like, when you look at like all the, you know, the Ivy League schools and the highest of the highest, at least that's what they say, thanks to reputation and society. Most of those guys don't have a clue, you know. The trust funds, everything they've learned is from their peers that are in similar situations, that are spoon-fed from their parents, and they get out into the world and everything's given to them, but the moment they get into the trouble, these are the people that will cross others and do heinous deeds to get by, because they have no initiative of their own, no coping tools, because they've never had to cope. Hardest thing they've ever had to do was to cash another one of daddy's checks. But these schools have they've like considered, you know, the best education, some of them in the world, right? I don't know. It just seems reputation alone. I don't see that kind of stuff at all. Alright guys, take care. Cheers Eric, thank you for hanging, thank you for the conversation as well. Always good to get like different points of view.
Chewy radishes and cluster ells should be growing nearby, I reckon.
Yeah.
Then let's snap them up.
Main reason is lifestyle is more interesting going straight into work. That is true. It's true. They want you to do that, right? That's why I always say, like, try and have a bit of fun while you're young, but that's why a lot of people take those gap years and that, which I think is important. You don't get those years back, but you will learn better and faster when you're younger too. So it's a mixed bag. It really is. You gotta find the balance. No, it's an interesting conversation to have for sure, dude. It's frustrating because you're right at that age, and it just makes you want to face palm or bang your head against the wall, because
Guys, get ready to fight.
It's not really, it's just the way things are. There's not really much you can do about it.
I got something for you. Thanks. Extra.
It's like, why are things the way they are?
Thanks for the support.
Because of comfortable norms.
You're on fire, lads. Nothing going. Come on, keep going.
So,
CP
when's the
seems to be
battle
something new. Before I remember
happening?
AP.
A container.
Then there was affinity coins, which was different. That was for leveling up your
Finders
affinity,
keepers.
your relationships. I don't know if is there romantic relationships in this series. I've never got that far. Chrome scarf, now we're talking. But I wonder, have they simplified? Look, it just says accessories. I worry about that. Have they just really simplified the crap out of that? Extends break duration. Attack stone. We'll give that to someone else. Okay. Chrome scarf. Who's this gobshite? He's already wearing something. Boost damage dealt by aerial life. He's gonna have the attack one. He's probably gonna be with us for a while. She's a cutie. Constantly googling things, how to do it. Yeah, right? It has become our little mini brain. I think once you get a basic knowledge of what you're getting into, you start to self-learn, right? I'd say like most of your coding is from self-learning. Even the stuff you're doing in the fall damage is back. But yeah, your health comes back. But yeah, even the stuff you're learning now in the retail job, you probably see everything you're doing is not that fulfilling because it's not your career choice, and it's not meant to be a career. It's meant to be like a cheeky paycheck, just fine. But you don't realize, but you are learning things. I guarantee you, you know. And it's I always feel, I might be crazy, but I always feel like it's.
This is rare.
They always say against it, but I'm not. I'm all for it. I feel like it's in this day and age, it's better to be a jack of all trades than be a master of one instead of master of none. But you know what I mean? Because there's just so much out there. But if you were out there on your own and you know a little bit about plumbing, you know a little bit like you know, electrician, or you worked in, like you said, in retail, so you know a bit about how to handle money, you know, till work or whatever, or handle customers, or cold call on the phone, or even deal with complaints, things like that. These are all small little tasks, and that you don't realize by having them all, putting them together, will help you in the craziest ways when you're older. Okay. I'm guessing we have to do this. Is this not connected to the main quest? Yeah, that's my thoughts. I think a lot of people would be very against that. But you can grab all these little skills, little life skills, and still go, you know, continue on your career path. You know, it can be two separate things. I feel like the generations before us, I felt, were more grifters, you know. So they definitely, like, I feel like my father and my grandfather, oh my god, like they would get their hands into everything. Do you know what I mean? Register on the card. Is that how I turn the quest in? Is it? Register on the card. You can check my. Okay. Chapter 1. Accepted. All the items needed for the quest. Let's register those items. Yeah, I think you can just turn it in that way. That's kind of clever, I suppose, if you had both.
That's all of them.
Oh, that's what that is. It's affinity. So affinity is back. Good. Yeah, I feel like their generations, they had to get through so much, you know, from recessions to, you know, depressions and everything. I mean, we're going through our own shit now, don't get me wrong. But besides, you know, the general housing issue and housing crisis that never really solved itself, I don't think our generation had to suffer too much, you know. Like, I feel like their generation, well, I don't know. I suppose I'm speaking from a very privileged point of view. You know, I feel like there was a lot more poverty back then, but I think looking, that's just because I don't see it. I think homelessness and poverty is a big issue. Just don't see it as much. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Yeah. Maybe we're not. I don't know. I feel like there's far more opportunities now because technology is so. Look at people like making millions of dollars and making their whole careers online without ever, you know, lifting their hands in a labor sense, you know. That's just something that just didn't exist back then. There's no two ways of putting it. The internet just didn't exist back then. So you had to be a grifter. You had to do something with your hands. You had to get a craft. Interesting for sure. You see, that's what I find a lot of. I find a lot of the technology money, the new money that people get. They do find that they end up being millionaires, but don't have a clue how to, you know, like have any kind of, you know, help themselves in a way. You know, they worked hard online, did their whatever they got, where they made their money, you know, which is amazing, but and they're lacking everywhere else. I feel like there's a lot of push from the last generation for that. They really want this generation to, you know, literally get their hands dirty and stuff. They don't, because they don't really get it, the online stuff as much. Why do we lose so much health? Probably the teleporters. That's interesting conversations. Just the way where society is going now. Yeah. At the start I had a point, but then I got distracted and just started arguing. That's all good. I probably just was wandering off in different tangents anyway. That's me. Software, yeah. You've left like such a wide career choice as well, which is seriously clever. Same with becoming an engineer. In your case, software engineer, but actual engineer as well. That's huge. You know, there's so much in that as well. It's hard to think big picture when it comes to career. You think of your own personal big picture, you know, like what you want to do as a career, how do you want to live your life. But it's harder to think what's going on in the world big picture and what a clever career would be. And there's picking a career out of necessity, and there's picking one out of passion, right? That's tough too. You're like, I can choose to go after this career as a passion, but it may leave me penniless, or, you know, maybe jobless at the end of it all, because it might be obsolete by the time I get a degree. Then out of necessity, you're like, okay, I want to earn lots of money, but then you might not have a passion for it. It can be tough. If you can meet in the middle with both of them, that's the thing right there. Then you risk letting your passion become your job, and that will eventually bleed the fun out of it. But not always. Depends. You can find something that's passion and pays well, and you can become your own boss in it, then there's a higher chance of really seeing you know, the perfect kind of future. But that can be a hard road as well. As your own boss, your own company, you're gonna have to go through hardships. You're gonna have to go through the same thing everyone else does, you know. The lows and the highs, maybe going through multiple companies before seeing success, or even worse, seeing success, still have the company fail. That's fucking tough right there. That's what leads people down some dark roads. Good rest of the day. My face is palming about. Are complaints made against me that I'm rude? Or in this current job? Jesus. Tracks for the assembly point. Alright. Teaching us a little side quest in that. Translated because I don't smile at them. Really? Oh, you're getting those Karens. You're not obligated to do any of that. But I know what you mean. It's hard to be fake like that. It's tough. You want to get used to. There's a certain level of it, especially when you're working in a customer-based job, where even if it is a bit fake. You have to kind of feign friendliness. Just like have a nice day or whatever. And it can be tough. Especially if you're not used to that kind of stuff. Alright. Skills. Arts. Setting up arts. Placed with new ones. Okay. Air slash. I like that. Wonder what that symbol beside it means. Does it mean physical? No.
Air slash!
Air slash! Does that help? In the air? Cancelling boost damage dealt by 25%. I don't know. Shadow Eye, I remember. Though these arts used to be all in a line down the bottom. It was a little bit intrusive, so having them in the corner is nice. What's this mean? Like attacker, sword fighter, ACCA, rank 6. Still figuring things out. It looks like they've simplified the piss out of everything.
We should review our arts and skills every now and again.
Might be for the better. Alright. We'll do a little multiverses.
You know how glad I am to have a
shortcut here, I know.
you around now.
I just wanted to do a little
What's gotten into you?
cutscene. See what goes on. Tense hatred for superficiality. Yeah. No, I agree with you there. It's tough. That fake shit, I hate it too, dude.
Yeah! Now we're bringing out the big guns.
If we get to ride one of these, that'd be cool.
What's up?
Our rank, it is copper, right?
Talking about colony ranks. I mean, we did win big yesterday. It'll only be a matter of time before we make iron.
Ooh.
That'll be it.
Iron, copper.
Yeah, I don't know
What's
about
this?
that.
Apex.
Uh-huh. Looks like they're rolling out silver rank for this operation.
Do you think
Silver rank? What would they be doing here?
Orders are orders. Can't complain about their help, though.
Probably using them as cannon
We're
fodder.
moving out. Wedge formation until point D. Don't fall behind.
Just music though. Really. Actually chose based on the fact that it's rapidly growing and in increasing demand. There you go. My bluntness was always a possible autistic indicator that I was speaking about. But again, could be completely on. Yeah, it's true. It's up to you how you feel about it, right? If you're already aware of it, I wouldn't. Just people just, you know. I think we all, at the end of the day, there's either people that are oblivious to it and just carry on their life. Ignorance is bliss, kind of. That's why you call them like airheads or whatever. But that's just kind of what it is. It's a nice way to live. But then there's people who can't do that kind of stuff. Nowadays, people just throw around sociopath a lot. But yeah, kind of does go with the territory. People who just don't seem to have, I don't know, don't seem to care. Anyway. So, does the eye light up that when the iris is working? Interesting. It makes me look like a robot. This is so different than the others. It's crazy. It's very dark. Which people are still behind on preparations for the mission. Happen. Use. Okay. Sticking his beak in other people's business. I like all the British voice acting. It gives it a nice bit of a change, you know. Alright. Probably doing this so that we don't go into the next mission unprepared. We're still get knocked out, but there's something nefarious going on here. Ooh, they're like flamingos. Flamingos. No, they're not flamingos. What the hell? They're like giraffes. Izana Plains. Skip travel. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Cool. Nice idea. Just go from landmark to landmark. So it really helps to explore. Cool. This feels like our first kind of open world type. Honestly, dude, I've never said this out loud, but I've thought about it a lot, and I think I probably am. Okay, well, there's no harm if you want to get checked, dude. It's all good. Like I said, you know, people are discovering more and more about the idea of the spectrum, you know? So even if you're just kind of dipping your toes in there, it's okay. A lot of that kind of stuff, we need to break down the walls of sooner rather than later. Oh, Jesus, level 24, so we can't go there. There's still so much stigma. Most of the stuff that people say there's no stigma about still has stigma. I feel like autism is definitely there for sure. You've either got people who are very aware of it or is affected by it personally, or someone in their family, so they're very aware of it, but it becomes kind of this, you know, don't talk about it kind of thing, you know, almost like how religion is. And then the other side, people are just completely oblivious. And are they fighting down there? God damn it. Yeah, and then they tend to be pretty shitty people when it comes to it, you know. These are the type of people that don't mind using that kind of language. Can we help? Who will you assist? Cube Squad. I think that's us, right? Victory spoils. Cannot assist. Okay.
Here we go, guys.
Let's give him the usual, Noah.
We got the initiative. Good job.
Eat it.
Sword strike, come here. I got something for you. Thanks.
There's a lot of different bars up the top. So there's a purple bar.
Eat it.
Not sure what that is.
Keep up the offensive. Hang on, Snuff it. Enemy's broken away from me.
It might be ether.
Come here. I got something.
And there's a green bar. No, I used it. Could be level as well, maybe. Conclusion. Victory. That's cool. Spoils acquired.
That was over way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
So far, everything else is
Lenny?
par for the course.
He looks worried. Let's ask him what's wrong.
Seems kind of cool, but yeah. To see where they're going to take it. We have no mention of his sword at all yet. I feel like that has a lot got to do with it.
Terrain data.
Kind of like Ender's Game and Harry Potter mixed together. The others are very much more traditional JRPG and kind of peaceful life stuff. These crabs.
Fighting the fight, one day at a time.
The way I look at it, Pyro, as long as you always keep talking about these things, then that's the most important part. You only learn more as time goes on. Yeah, it's no harm to look into it. Like I feel like if I was to look into that kind of stuff, I'd probably be told I have ADHD or something. But the way I look at it, you know, you don't want to just brick wall it and carry on if you feel like it's debilitating in any way, if it's impeding your social life or just life in general. There's nothing wrong. Go have it yourself checked or have a look or whatever. But I feel like if I was to do it, I don't know. You don't want to have that about your life either, you know, kind of way. Everybody's different. But if you think it might help, it might be the best choice you ever make. I feel like if I was to figure out I had ADHD, I might feel a little like, I don't know.
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
I never want something like that to become a crutch or something like that, you know. Probably just a pride thing as well. Always pride, always pride. Supposed to rendezvous with another team at this location, but the appointed time's come and gone. Now hold on a flaming second. I like this. They've kept some of the funny little idioms into the normal speech as well. Something happened to them? Oh, maybe. When did you last hear from them? They reported their arrival at Sharkjaw's Cape. Since then, not a peep. Doula peep. Sharkjaw's Cape. Alright. So I guess we're gonna have to check for you. Right? Sorry for blowing up earlier. Fine, we'll handle it. Just be careful not to get lost. Don't treat me like a sparking rookie. Friendly support. Accepted. So how does this work? Save the 16 platoon. So we just follow her. How far away is that? 291. How do we get across there? We have to jump this bridge. somehow.
You itching to get wrecked?
Did you say get wrecked? Not planning on self-diagnosing myself. Yeah, that's the thing. That stuff can cause so much worry and panic more than anything. I don't think I can make this jump. This is like a joke. Of course she's over there. What a stink nugget. You really gonna make me go over there and all the way up there? Piss flaps. I want to do the main story. Just for now. Sorry, love. Sorry, love.
Let's go someplace else.
Just want to do the main story for now. Just for the first little bit. Because, trust me, I don't think half of this stuff we're doing right now is going to be involved later on, you know? Gonna branch out
This one means
on our own
business.
path. Yeah. I was taught change nothing about me whether I know or not, but maybe there would be some benefits. I mean, sometimes it's nice to know. If you feel like it would help, I say go first. There's no harm to it. It doesn't mean like it's gonna change who you are as a person. You're gonna start some fucking medication regiment and be shunned and stay inside for the rest of your life. It's nothing like that, you know. Alright, little hyena boys. Oh. Fighting tactics. Okay. Focus attack, any combo, follow leader. That's cool.
Think you're all that,
Make sure to pick them off one by one.
Got you.
Rising star! Uppercut! Slash!
Now's your chance.
Enemy's broken away from me. Come here! I got something for you!
Thanks for the support. Got
Oh, maybe it cancels their attack. Oh, I'm so stupid.
Nothing going.
How do you change target?
Good job, Uni!
Who am I targeting right now?
Enemy's broken away from me.
Got you.
Come here! I got something for you!
Cheers. You're the gem.
Nothing going. Break! Topple!
Do they all have like blue things coming out of them? I do not. Air slash, that's pretty powerful. I'm glad I fixed that.
You could try a little harder.
I guess it's wherever you're facing, huh? Oh my god, he's dead?
Mate, you're better than this.
Give me a break. I was just resting my eyes.
Eat it.
Bet you were.
Still do this.
You stay on guard for now.
Damn, he got knocked the fuck out. There's this red ether. So the color of this stuff seems to be important. Does that mean it goes back to Aegis? Or Agnus? Uh-oh. Something's watching. Creepy.
This all we're getting?
Blue flame.
Gonna need something a bit more meaty about now.
Tell me about it. Colony we fought the other day, dirt rank. Hardly filled up the flame clock at all.
Why are they filming this flame clock? That's what I want to know. Slave to the clock.
Lance,
Requires some effort to do. Yeah, I know.
No heroics this time. Keep your head screwed on.
Setting up appointments.
Come on, man.
Getting
No one
to the
ever tell you.
appointments.
I'm a hero in the making, I am. Without my heroics, our combat unit would be right up the...
Lance.
Creek.
Come on. Stop being so cocky.
It was just a joke, mate.
He's like Ron Weasley.
No need
He's
to
like Harry
glare.
Potter.
Is it that bad?
Yeah. Something's not right here. Something just feels off.
Noah's intuition's never wrong.
Friends better listen to Noah.
Got it.
I feel like Riku and that guy might have the same voice actor. Ooh. What I'm thinking is the Queen is getting rid of these clones, you're going to call them that, after 10 years, and it's their honor to do so, their term. But I'm thinking that they don't actually pass away after 10 years. I'm thinking that it's her system, her way of recycling people. It's messed up.
Mwamba.
Zero
Things get
idea
hairy
how
if
to...
you hide behind me, yeah?
They give you like little
Lance, you just
tests
focus on
as far as
protecting
I
Noah,
know,
don't
you
worry
know.
about me.
Kind of similar to how like an IQ test works. Just that it feels vague, you know? It's like, how could this pertain to that?
Rare doodah right here.
Rare doodah. So yeah, it's something like that. It's not something you're meant to pass or fail, though, you know?
Here we go, guys.
Let's give him the usual, Noah.
Hair trigger. Crush now. Come here. I got something for you.
You're a lifesaver.
Break. Top off.
More and more people are getting tests done and figuring out that they've been kind of suffering in silence, and there's no need to.
How easy was that?
I don't feel like they
Let's push on.
medicate as fast here, you know? It's pretty close though. I feel like in America they're very quick to jump on the medication, which medication can be important, especially for chemical imbalances and that. But that's up to you. That's a personal choice, medication, I think. Hyena dogs.
Here we go, guys.
I feel like that's a lot of
Usual, Noah.
reason a lot of people might be shy away from getting tested.
Right, come here. I got something for you.
Thanks for the support.
Arrow burst.
This guy's gone.
Extra.
See ya.
That was over
Nice.
way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
Yeah, that Noah.
Here we go, guys.
Right on. Make the sparks fly, Noah. Break. Come here.
I'm not really sure what the cancel attack means, but oh, it's only from behind, is it? I'll figure it out. Right in his ass. Does anyone hear that? This guy should drop something nice.
Right. Let's push on.
Wolof me.
We've been spotted.
Who? This big bitch? Oh, Jesus. Sky Rugol. I'm freaking out, man. Alright, we'll give it a shot. This guy's gonna kick our ass.
You're a lifesaver.
Can't hit him at all. So where to run? See if we can run. I don't think I can hit him at all yet. Used to be a way to run in the old games.
Nothing going.
You gone? Yeah, I don't think we can hit him yet. We need ranged combat. Yeah, they ask questions. I think there's like a little test. You can actually do some tests online, but it's up to you. Like I said, you were saying you don't want to self-diagnose, and that's exactly what those tests will do. But it'll be similar tests to what a specialist would have you take. They just check for all sorts of stuff. It's probably like social cues kind of test, you know. Like here's a bloody blah situation. How would you respond, or how would you, that kind of stuff. And then they'll deal with as much of the spectrum as they can. The problem with a spectrum is, as much as they've been able to identify, is you'll never identify all of us. That's the thing. Yeah, what the hell is that thing? Oh my god, it's like a fossil or something. Let's go have a look. If we're doing it, there'd be no harm for all of us to do it. If anything,
You think you're all that, do ya?
might just give you a hint at some of your personality, you know? Some of your personality traits. Doesn't necessarily mean you're on any spectrum. It's part of your personality. Personality can change over time as well, just as you grow older and learn more life lessons. What the hell is this thing? Pokeball. Look at this dude. Little Riku. These guys, the Pompons. What is it? Nopons? They've been creatures, race of people. Nopons. Yeah. They've been in the whole series. Cute little guys. Oh, Jesus. Watch out! We can't fight this thing. Camouflage is a rock. There it comes. It's like level 28 or something. And they're throwing all the... level 6, something. Let's go. Throwing all of the instruments at us.
You're on fire, lad. Top
Let's see, if I hit it from behind with the air slash. Is that what they mean? Not bad. I'm missing all the goodies though. So does it mean up or down? Back attack, cancel attack. They're both up. Oh my god, Lance, what the hell? Let's stop being an idiot, do you hear that?
I can still do this. You stay on guard for now. Arrow burst.
Oh no. That's the side, really? Dude, you're so fucking dead. You're so dead.
Enemy's broken away from me. Come here, I got something for you.
Double bite.
Hair trigger. Air slash.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that air slash one.
Right the claw. Break.
Fuck, I'm the only one alive.
Lance, did I push you too hard?
Well, that's not great.
You stay on guard for now.
Can I pick them up?
There's spark in me yet.
Can you keep going?
Get your ass up. Usually, you used to be able to use the party gauge. I'm the only one left. I'm so dead. You move.
Everyone.
Balls.
I'm sorry.
Try battle. Well, if Lance wouldn't stop dying, he's like crazy health. Okay, we'll try one more time.
They found us. Just keep attacking.
Hardly want you to.
Come here. I got something for you.
I didn't see me, Chef.
Sword stroke. Right crush out. Hey, eyes here.
You're on fire, Lance.
Did my chat crash? Yeah. More likely than not, I'll do nothing about it. I know. It's up to you, dude. Whatever you want. Could be interesting though. Especially nice to see early. Like I said, it'll probably end up just showing you some personality traits.
Hey, you barely messed anything up today.
Right blast. Hey, this isn't too bad.
Nice one, Wampa. That's the weak point.
Looking good, Noah.
Are you still down for some multiverses? It's hotter than balls in here, but I can play a little bit.
Smooth as always, Noah.
Have it.
Got you.
Uppercut. Slap.
Think we have a better chance this time? I think Lance just got screwed. That's all that happened to him. There's the break right there, baby. Damn, where's my 1k damage? X-thrust. Time's it now? Ooh, it's almost midnight. Depends how long or you work early tomorrow. Oh, no worries. Finish him.
I can still do this.
Damn, only 400. Alright, come on, we almost got him.
This can't be
Coming after me
happening.
now. Finish him. Yeah. Eat a little chunk to him. That's why they're telling you to prepare. They don't usually throw something that hard at you. See, what is this symbol all about? Oh no, that means his term.
It's gonna be next month.
His term is up.
Yeah, just a little longer.
Oh.
You're something else, Mwamba. The pride of Colony 9. Oh, you guys. I finally made it this far.
What's up?
Well, thing is, I was thinking after this op, I think I'm gonna go and put in a transfer to the salvage corps. You never know what will happen on the battlefield, right? You can laugh at me if you want. I ain't laughing, man. We've only been alive this long because you've always had our backs.
Aww.
Yep. We owe you a ton. Just make sure you get to your homecoming, okay?
Lance, Uni.
You know he's gonna die.
Guys.
You know he's gonna die.
Wamba. Now not time to relax tear ducts. Let down guard, and you feel flame clock of someone else.
Riku, come on. Well, you don't mince words. You are right, though. Sorry, Noah.
Huh? Oh, no, it's not that. I guess I was just thinking about your homecoming. Made me feel a little sad.
Noah.
Mwamba, salvage is an important service. Don't feel like you owe us anything.
Thank you so much, Noah.
They said there's like
Right
150 hours.
Let's get this operation done. Next month's a homecoming.
I well believe. Clearly they're hiding something for sure.
I'd love to make it to my homecoming. Maybe if I'm lucky.
Of course you'll make it. We all will.
I wonder... I mean, I'm not like you guys. I'm so clumsy.
Come on, you're not. What about the last match? You did way better than everyone else.
We still lost though, right? It's okay. I've sort of half given up already.
Yoren?
Definitely Neville Longbottom.
Well, at least...
Huh?
When I do die, I want to at least be of some use.
Wow. Damn.
Enough of that!
What?
Kids talking like that?
Don't talk like that! I've always told you we're a team, haven't I? That means now and always.
It's just crazy, like the... Whoa. So did he push him out of the way? White pot slams out, yeah. So what happens when they die normally then?
Noah.
They get sucked into the flame clock?
I'm gonna go on ahead.
I have so
We got
many
a call.
questions.
Martha's team has a spot free, apparently.
Ah, right.
Do me a favor. Come along with me to the office.
I like their uniform.
When you apply. Got it. The commander can be intense.
It's very Victorian.
Exactly. Later.
You can see Sherlock Holmes wearing it or something. I was at that age where I don't really need that much. Yeah, but you don't want to push yourself either. All right, I think I'll leave it there. They're probably gonna reveal something anyway. But let me see. Can I save right here? We still have so many questions. Like honestly, what the hell is the flame clock?
It's good to keep a record.
Obviously, lots more characters. Looks like there's room for 4 more, I'd say. Or maybe 3 more. That's usually what they do. They do 3 on, 3 off. We shall see. Alright.